You're looking at a bullet strike to the east side of the Scanner News building in North Portland. By late Tuesday morning, this was the only evidence of a shooting near the corner of North Killingsworth and Hayes.
It is concerning, obviously, especially in a building full of windows up front.
John Gallucci rents office space in the Scanner News building. He says he heard the gunfire between 3:30 and 4 Monday afternoon.
Almost like a test fire, and then, okay, this works, and then, it seemed like, 4 or 5 more shots afterwards in pretty quick succession.
All of it playing out just blocks from Jefferson High School. In fact, detectives say 2 17-year-old students had just driven away from the school when somebody in another car pulled up and fired at them. We're told only one of the teens was hit in the shoulder.
It's scary because that's a pretty life-changing event should you get hit by a bullet.
The shooting of a high school student not far from their school would be deeply troubling if it was an isolated event. But sadly, it's not. Back in mid-October, another Jefferson High student was injured in a shooting near North Commercial in Alberta.
These types of situations totally strike home for me. I'm a father of a son, and his safety is totally my foremost concern. And I share that same concern with our families of our PPS students.
Freddie Mack is the Senior Director of Communications with Portland Public Schools. He says in addition to making counselors available to students, the district is accelerating the timeline to install cameras on the east side of the school. And district leaders are inquiring about putting a police officer outside the building before and after school.
We're optimistic. We're working very closely with PPB and the city to put in place some measures that we hope will be able to curb this violence.
There's no saying any of these measures would have prevented the violence of the last month, but it's a start for a community desperate for peace.
I agree. Enough is enough.
And that sentiment is echoed by Jefferson High School Principal Drake Shelton, who expressed his frustration and sadness about the shooting in a letter that went home to parents. In the meantime, both yesterday's shooting and last month's shooting are unsolved. Anyone with information about either case should contact the Portland Police Bureau.